lovely, Beth. It was so nice speaking to you the other day. So I have been thinking, and I went to the drawing board, and while I'm doing a physical thing, obviously one of the things that you want to do, as we spoke about, is getting out of your head and into your heart. So I thought that we could do a lot of kind of breathing and meditation. And you know, we can switch this video on whenever you're just like, oh, stop trying to work and stop trying to figure it out. Because sometimes, you know, we've said this, but the answers aren't here, they're in here. And when we kind of figure out the how, it's not always there. So basically getting our mind to the calmest state that it is, and when it is calm and clear, I promise you that's where there's clarity, and that, you know, things kind of go with the flow and fall into place. So all that aside, take day by day and implement this whenever you feel like you need to. So get yourself as comfy as it comfy is in a cross-legged position. Either sit on a chair or a cushion, and just make sure that your back is straight, so you're getting a lot of breath into this area here. So when you're scrunched, you're kind of not being able to get as much air. So what we're going to do is just set our intention for the lesson ahead. This is 20 minutes. So you're going to exhale, close your eyes, and try and breathe in and out the nose, while mentally make an intention, like why you would like to do this today, to feel more peaceful and calm, to not worry about the future, and paying attention to the breath in and the breath out the nose, really calming the breath down. Observing the movement of your body with the breath. Slowly releasing your eyes, and now we're just going to focus on our 3-part breath by placing one hand on your diaphragm, one hand onto your heart. And then what we're going to do is that sometimes when we're feeling anxious, we tend to breathe in as we're breathing in, but it should be breathing out as we're breathing in. So I'll say the word inhale because it's very confusing. So inhale, expanding this diaphragm here. Want to get as much air into this, and then if you can visually, and again I know that you struggle with visualizing, but really expanding the chest. Get as much breath into the body, and then exhale from the throat, the chest, and the stomach's the last thing that comes in. So we're really focusing on the diaphragm. I know we've done this before in our workshop. And exhale. We're going to do this for 2 minutes. So breathe out, push the stomach out, notice the chest breath, a little bit in the throat, and then notice the exhalation come out the nostrils, and then the diaphragm slowly coming in. Really focusing on these 3 parts. Try not to think about anything else, just the breath in and the breath out. Well done. Keeping this going, really expanding, pushing that diaphragm, filling the belly with air, filling the chest with air, knowing that when we put breath into our mind, it gives it that calm feeling. Breathing in and out. Observing the rise and fall of our breath. Noticing the warm air coming out the nose and the diaphragm coming all the way in, a little bit longer. Well done. Noticing you feeling a little bit calmer just by consciously breathing. Slowly release the hands, place them facing up onto the knee, check the back is straight, and stay there with your eyes closed. Again, subtly noticing if you feel calmer just by introducing the breath. Now you're going to place the right thumb onto the right side of the nostril. Instead of doing alternate nasal breathing, we're literally just going to breathe in and out through the left side. So you're going to breathe in and breathe out. And this, with this being the left side, it's the moon, and moon is calming. So you're going to breathe in. If you can reach 4 seconds, awesome. And exhale. Keeping that thumb on the right side. We're going to do this for 1 minute. Working with a 4-second breath in. And 4 out. Nice, keeping that focus. Making the diaphragm going outwards. Few more seconds, well done. And slowly releasing that thumb. Keep the eyes closed, and again notice. It's only by experiencing all this breathing that we do that it works, that will make us do it again and again. Slowly opening your eyes. Now we're going to come straight to a meditation, a cognitive meditation, which we've done before, but we're going to change the affirmation. So we can go, I am determined to improve my mind, full stop, or I release control and surrender to the flow, full stop. I release control and surrender to the flow. And I'll talk about that at the end, what we mean. So I release control and surrender to the flow. I release control and surrender to the flow. Saying these words inside your head, knowing that they're affirmations into our subconscious, knowing that we don't always believe this, but just planting a seed of hope. I release control and surrender to the flow. Full stop with the pinkies, depending how you're saying it in your head. I'm going to do this for 2 minutes. I release control and surrender to the flow. Keeping that focus and attention on your affirmation in each fingertip. A little bit longer. I release control and surrender to the flow. Releasing your affirmation, and slowly opening your eyes. Now I'm going to do 2 yoga asanas for you, and if you do this pose, again, these are all to do with letting go and surrender. So with the adventure that you're about to go on, the unknown, these are really going to help you. So we're going to come to your mat or a towel, whatever's comfortable, and with being hip based as well, just really check into yourself. So we're going to come to cat pose, but your knees are going to come out and spread them as far as you can, come onto your ankle and stay here. We've done this before, but as we do it, the attitude of this pose is that my forehead lands, and you see people bowing to the sun, so you're surrendering. And as you surrender, you're surrendering to the flow of life. So we can try and control it, but sometimes when we have an idea and you want it for ages and you think, oh, it's never going to happen. Like some people, you hear stories of people wanting a baby, and then just when they give up and can't be, they don't think about it as much, poof, they get pregnant. So this is like when they completely surrender and just kind of not control it, then things happen. So that can also happen in our life as well. Hopefully you get the poof pregnancy metaphor. Anyway, so we're going to stay here, forearms. You can keep them a little bit further in, just whatever's comfortable for you. Stay here as your forehead's on the mat. Using that nostril breath. The reason why we do our nostril breathing is that we're really trying to filter out anything. And your nostril hairs will do that. But also when we're breathing out with the exhalation, we're using and controlling our lung capacity and our respiratory system a little bit more. So stay here. And with the attitude of surrendering, being in this present moment, trying not to worry about the outcome of anything else and just being here with your body and breath. Paying attention to the hips, coming up if it's too much discomfort, using a cushion on the back of the ankles if you need to. Now transferring the weight to all fours, bring your knees back together and round about 2 fists width apart, spread the fingers out, and we'll do cat-cow. So again, opening the heart, and exhale, push the hands, come all the way in. So again, this is just good for our back health, but also with a backward bend, this is confidence. So having confidence that everything will be okay. Exhale, come forward. And confidence in ourselves. And exhale. Tucking the tailbone in, inhaling and exhaling. Do this as slow as possible if you can, really noticing every part of the spine. Eyes to the ceiling, and exhale, slow as possible. Pushing your hands away from the mat to cat-cow. Bring yourself to neutral, and then we're going to come to our cross-leg position. Or I come to my cross-leg position, please forgive me, and you are now going to relax. So for the next 5 minutes, I'm going to scan your body from head to toe in Shavasana. So I'm sure you remember Shavasana, it's my favourite. So palms facing up, relaxing the ankles, and again, this is surrender. So it's all about surrender this lesson. There's customised just for you because you're amazing, and Sarah told me to. So palms facing up, observing the rise and fall of your breath, closing your eyes, listening to my voice as a guide, and for the next 5 minutes, try and keep your attention and your awareness on your body and breath. Be aware of everything you've done in this 15 minutes that's investing into your body, observing the rise and fall of your breath, and taking these next moments to completely relax. Knowing all the thoughts, not trying to control them, but just observing them coming in and out, letting them go as quick as they rise, and steer your focus on you, the most important person in your journey. Scanning your body to your toes and feet and your ankles. Be aware of everything you've done with them all throughout the week, and send messages to your nervous system to relax. Knowing our Shavasana is to calm down our nervous system, to build our immune system, to keep us healthy. Completely relax your toes, feet and ankles, piece by piece. Bringing your awareness to the back of your legs, the shins and your knees, knowing every bend and all the muscles they use throughout the day, and tell these to slowly soften, completely relaxing your shin, calves and knees, piece by piece, using my voice as a guide and continually focusing on your breath. Telling your body, this is your time to relax. Feeling safe and loved. Bringing your attention to your thighs, the inner and the upper thighs, the strength within them, and reminding yourself the strength within you, and tell your thighs to relax. Keeping the attention on the rise and fall of your breath, along with each body part. Feeling calmer every time you exhale, melting your body to the mat, feeling the sensation of weightlessness. This is your time. Bringing your awareness now to your hips and your pelvic area, the stomach, sending messages of calmness, even focusing on it, telling your hips, your pelvic area and stomach now to relax, piece by piece. Moments of stillness to invest in your body and mind. Slowly bringing your focus now to your chest, your heart, any matters of the heart, emotions or tensions from the past. Visualizing releasing them with the breath, maybe taking a sigh, knowing scientifically that can release tension in our heart, and taking a moment to soften your chest. Observing the thoughts, not getting caught up into the story, come back to your breath. Moving your awareness now to the shoulders and neck, the burdens of others and expectations you put on yourself. Noticing the tension in your shoulders, but release them. Filling the whole body with new energy, new oxygen, and breathe out mentally anything that might not be serving you. Observing the rise and fall of your breath. Bringing your awareness to your arms, your upper and your lower arms, and your wrist, all the way to your fingertips and your hands, scanning your arms, wrist, hand and fingertips, feeling the pulse within them, reminding the strength of your arms and yourself, and relax. This is your time for peace and clarity. Observing the rise and fall of your breath. Bringing your focus and attention now to your face, the top of your head, your brain, your intellect, everything you use. The eyes, nose, cheeks and ears, with a slight smile, thinking of that one thing you're grateful for today. Whether it's your kindness, your dog, or the breakfast you had, thinking about that one thing, knowing the power of gratitude. Staying here for a moment, still with your palms facing up, and listening to these words of the song, knowing I'm visualizing you peaceful and happy, exactly where you're supposed to be. I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. Continuing to observe the rise and fall of your breath, letting these words sink into your subconscious, knowing you're not alone and you're worthy of all you desire. Bringing the attention to your toes and feet. Wiggling and awakening your body and stretching your body in any which way it's telling you to. When you're ready, roll on to your right side. And using the support of your arms to bring you back very slowly with your eyes closed to your cross-leg position. Checking your head, neck and back is straight. If you're up in this position, rubbing your hands together, creating heat. Feeling that warmth you have for yourself, knowing this action is an act of self-care. Placing your hands over your eyes, observing that warmth, maybe noticing any differences by the conscious breath, some nurturing yoga poses and relaxation. Bringing our nervous system to a calm state. Bring your hands to heart. It's an honor to guide you. Namaste. I see a lot of beauty in you. Continue day by day putting this time aside for yourself, and when you're trying to work it out, just really trust and surrender as it's all going to unfold. The more you put time aside for yourself and the more you get out of your head and into your heart, then you're able to be led in a more kind of, flowy way. The flow is all about going with the flow, like, a fish in the ocean or a little sea turtle, or just how the waves move. Sometimes we try and control the ocean, and we try and control everything in our lives, but sometimes when we surrender and we get out of the way, then, as you know, some amazing things can happen, and poof, we're exactly meant to be. So let this be a reminder. I have a lot of respect for you, and hopefully you enjoyed this. Namaste. You're amazing. Bye bye.